Hello, everyone. We are here again. Oh boy, I don't even know where to start. Today's episode was nuts. It's April Fool's Day, and many people were thinking that Boom is just pulling a prank when he announced that the episode would be coming out today. But here we are, after almost 2 weeks of waiting. It truly was worth the wait, because this episode really surpassed my expectations. Boom told us it was going to be 3 minutes plus, but this episode was longer than 4 minutes, and it came out only 11 days after the last episode. Everything from the battle between G-Man Toilet and the ASTRO Claw Toilet to the new crazy-looking ASTRO Toilet was mind-blowing. It feels like we are entering a new era of SKIBIDI Toilet because of how strong the ASTRO Toilets are. And just to remind you, this is just the beginning. Until now, we have only seen 3 ASTRO Toilets in total, and God knows how many there are in total. The 3 we saw might not even be close to the strongest ASTRO Toilets. While G-Man is shooting his lasers, Toilet does a shield formation to block the attack fully and utilizes his top claw to copy the laser ability to shoot it back. But since he can only shoot 1 laser, the firepower is not that impressive, and G-Man Toilet instantly blocks it with his new shield that they probably stole from Titan Cameraman's technology. And right when he blocks, Bro does this face once again. He just can't stop, Bro. This guy is a different breed when it comes to their faces. But seeing this, AST Claw Toilet actually starts using powers that we didn't know existed. He pulls his claws back, and 3 tentacles fly out of his claws to attack the shield itself. I don't know what he normally uses those tentacles for, but it cannot be good. It looked like the tentacles were electrocuting the shield to overpower it to disable the shield completely. But in reality, we see what ASTRO Toilet was trying to do a couple of moments after. G-Man Toilet outsmarts ASTRO Toilet by rotating his jet engines 180 degrees to push himself backward, but he didn't do this fast enough since we literally see Toilet stealing the energy of the shield and tripling his laser firepower. Seeing this, G-Man Toilet knows he has to take some extreme protective measures, so he decides to pull a crazy move and starts using a helmet. Bro literally pulled it out as if he is Iron Man. After this, they both start firing the lasers instantly. And if you do the math, G-Man is at an advantage here because his overall firing power is most likely double that of Toilet. So we can actually see G-Man Toilet pushing ASTRO Toilet's cloned lasers. But somehow, ASTRO Claw Toilet starts spinning his claws faster and faster to boost the power of his own lasers to push it back. And we actually see G-Man Toilet struggling. We can't see his exact expression because of the face mask, but he starts shaking, and it's clear that if the plane bomber toilets didn't come to his rescue just at the right time, he was going to lose the laser battle. The first bomber toilet doesn't even make the toilet flinch, but the second one literally annoys him so much that he stops the laser fight with a big boom and turns around to deal with the bomber toilets. He destroys all of the bomber toilets in seconds. But this really was a mistake on his part because he put down his defenses just to deal with some bomber toilets that didn't even do that much damage. I think after almost beating the laser battle, he underestimated G-Man Toilet a lot. And that's what happens throughout the episode. G-Man's history of fights are all losses, so Toilets probably think so lowly of him after getting knocked down by G-Man Toilet's lasers and getting actual damage, which we can see through his face scars that he just got. ASTRO Claw Toilet starts looking a lot more serious and says, "Enough games. Here you go. Listen to it yourself." After saying this, Blood literally dodges G-Man Toilet's lasers without any effort and dashes onto G-Man to start punching him with his claws. And G-Man has no arms, so Bro can't do anything about it. I'm going to be honest, I think this scene we are about to talk about is actually the first time G-Man Toilet felt helpless and hopeless. The punches that the toilet threw felt like they were powerful, but the punches weren't all because the toilet starts pulling out G-Man Toilet's lasers and throwing them down alongside his face mask. I assume this was to grab his head just like the first leak that we saw, because right after this, we actually get to see the scene that was shown in the first leak that everyone thought was a troll leak. But it looks like it was real, and it just looked weird because it wasn't rendered. People were also confused about the scales of the characters because of this scene, since the toilet looks so small. And because of this, Boom wanted me to show you guys an outside perspective of the characters and the real size comparison, and mention that the sizes never change, and it was just the perspective. This scene is exactly like what we thought, and it is a remake of what happened in episode 60. We also see the needle hand the toilet had in episode 60. This also means that the toilet might have had more tools inside his claws, but we will never know for a while because of what happened later in the episode. But one thing is not clear. If this is to kill G-Man Toilet, why was he waiting? What was he waiting for? A couple of seconds after AST Claw Toilet puts his claw onto G-Man Toilet's head, this is weird because why did G-Man Toilet suddenly start screaming after a few seconds? This wasn't like a normal scream. This was a terrifying scream. It felt like Astro Toilet was doing something to G-Man Toilet's brain instead of just trying to kill him, because I think he could have stabbed him 10 times within those 3 seconds. I don't know what the Astro Toilets are planning, but this was the moment when G-Man Toilet truly felt hopeless. His screams distorted the camera for a full 5 seconds. Bro's face while screaming was truly something else, and with how terrified he was, he just started using his lasers randomly. He actually hit the Claw Astro Toilet, but it didn't seem to hurt him because he was blocking it with his claw hands. After the Claw Astro Toilet escaped G-Man Toilet's lasers, we could literally see G-Man Toilet tweaking. Bro was so terrified that his facial muscles were moving on their own, while G-Man Toilet was trying to spot the Astro Toilet. The Astro Toilet attacked him twice with extremely fast attacks. G-Man wasn't able to defend himself, and his sunglasses broke. But right before the third attack, he was able to open his shield. And this was actually a crazy move, because the Astro Toilet hitting the shield at extreme speeds hurt him a lot. We could literally see his engines burning and electricity leaking. G-Man didn't wait a second before using his lasers on him once again. Right before the Astro Toilet zoomed out of the fight, G-Man started to see a pattern in the Astro Toilet's behavior. If you look back, G-Man didn't defend himself for 2 attacks, and the Astro Toilet attacked the 3rd time without thinking. But on the 3rd attack, G-Man opened his shield. He could have done this on the 1st attack, but that might have made the Astro Toilet feel like he was losing the battle. Instead, G-Man clearly was playing the long game instead of winning with short blows. After the Claw Astro Toilet disappears again, G-Man starts looking around. But if I'm honest, I think this time it was intentional because we see the Astro Toilet coming up from behind G-Man Toilet. And he uses 2 needles this time because he just wants to get done with the battle. The reason for this is most likely because he now understands he might actually get some damage, but I don't think he thinks he'll lose the battle. Right before the Astro Toilet attacks, if you freeze the frame, we can actually see G-Man Toilet stop tweaking and start smiling slightly. Bro already knew what was happening, and he was just acting here. With the other thing he'll do later in the episode, I think G-Man really has learned his lesson from his old fights, and he is not just attacking randomly, but actually thinking before he does stuff in battle. This really is a crazy improvement. Right before the Astro Claw Toilet attacks, G-Man Toilet instantly turns back and starts using his lasers right on Astro Toilet's face, leading him to get knocked back so that he can defend himself with his claws. After absorbing the laser energy, he once again uses it to counterattack. But this time, he uses energy balls to knock G-Man off. And unlike the G-Man Toilet we are used to, we actually see a very serious-looking G-Man Toilet, probably planning his next move to take down the Astro Toilet for good. Right at this scene, the Astro Toilet starts speaking to G-Man Toilet once again and says, "Give up!" It's over for you. After Astro Toilet says this, G-Man does a weird move. We see him pull out an energy ball from his core and make it attack Astro Toilet. But as you guys saw, he had a grin on his face right before, and this was all calculated. He used this energy ball knowing that the Astro Toilet would counter it by deflecting it. He knew it was too slow to do something. But from Astro Toilet's perspective, this was mostly a last resort from G-Man Toilet. After G-Man Toilet gets attacked by his own energy ball and takes a little bit of damage, he instantly creates 2 more energy balls. But we can instantly see that they are different. They have some purple particles coming out of them, and it does look like the energy that Titan TV Man produces, which will be important later when I'm explaining what happened. After Astro Toilet grabs the energy balls, he says, "Pathetic," to G-Man Toilet without knowing what's coming. After this, suddenly G-Man's energy balls that the Astro Toilet was happily holding explode, and we can clearly see that it's as if G-Man Toilet hacked Astro Toilet's hands, at least the ones that the energy balls were on. Before I continue, I need to explain what happened here. As you guys know, we saw this yellow-purple energy before, and it was on episode 68 part 1 when one of the clone G-Man Toilets attacked Titan TV Man. This clearly means that this is the same energy. I think it is possible that the purple TV Man energy has the ability to control stuff, just like how the TV Man can use their TV beams. This results in G-Man controlling Astro Toilet's hands with the purple-yellow energy ball. We literally see the Astro Toilet shocked, and I think at that moment he knew he messed up and got outplayed. G-Man starts using the hands against the Astro Toilet and makes the Astro Toilet grab his own head and squish it. And blood literally turns to his own self for a second, because the way he laughs is so freaky. He suddenly starts pulling out the needles to make the Astro Toilet stab himself. And even though the Astro Toilet manages to cut one of his arms before G-Man can do anything, the second arm stabs himself in the neck, causing him to fall down. But that's not all, because he is still alive, and he gets up with a broken body, scars, and with one arm left. I don't know what to call this new Astro Toilet, to be honest. Some names that people were saying include Gas Mask Astro, Aston Knight Astro, Emperor Astro, Boss Astro, Titan, and many more. For now, I'll just call him Gas Mask Astro since he has a gas mask. But if the community decides to use a different name, we'll go ahead with that. If you have any ideas on what we should call this humongous dude, let me know. After he arrives at the scene and blocks the attack with his crazy powerful shield, which I think is much more advanced compared to both normal SKIBIDIs and the Alliance, he starts using his hand cannon and charging it up. He shoots the energy ball, which is a lot faster compared to G-Man's energy balls. It hits G-Man Toilet's shield and literally disables it while pushing G-Man Toilet back. This is some crazy power. It doesn't end here because instantly he starts charging it one more time, and he can also use his shield at the same time. While charging up to kill G-Man Toilet, someone starts shooting at the Gas Mask Astro from out of nowhere. When we turn left, we see that it's Titan Speaker arriving at the scene. The Gas Mask Astro shoots an energy ball at Titan Speaker, but he dodges it instantly. However, despite exploding far away from Titan Speaker, the energy ball's force knocks him off. This new character is truly powerful. After defending himself, he grabs the Claw Astro Toilet and zooms out of the battlefield to save him. Bro is truly a menace to society. But the episode doesn't end there. G-Man Toilet is still there, and the Titans have just arrived. Titan Speaker gets kind of mad, and Bro starts taking his anger out on G-Man Toilet by using his core laser to attack him. However, G-Man Toilet opens his shields to defend himself, looking caught off guard and scared as he should be. Titan TV Man arrives out of nowhere to start using his TV beam on him, but G-Man closes his eyes to not be affected and escapes the scene before Titan TV Man can cut him off. Titan TV Man says, "You will die today," but for some reason the subtitles say, He will not escape this time, probably because Boom wants to keep the subtitles PG. After this, he also says, "Are you ready, bro?" according to the subtitles. But if you listen to it in reverse, you'll clearly hear that he doesn't say bro at the end, but instead drops a B-bomb and says, "Are you ready?" After this, one of the coolest moments in the series happens. We see the Titan cameraman pull out his hand to change it with one of ASTRO Toilet's claws, which will make him crazy overpowered if you ask me, and will actually give an advantage against all the toilet races. But that's not the important part. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Speaker Babe channel. See you!